Good morning, everyone. Come on, don't be strangers. Come on, come up. I'm going to start off by acknowledging some of the dignitaries and elected officials that we have in the audience this morning. We have State Representative Rosalie Vincent. Hey, Rose. We have a representative from Speaker DeLeo's office, Sophia Forgioni. Former Mayor and City Council President Robert Hass. Councilor at Large Jessica Giannino. Councilor at Large Tony Zambuto. Ward 1 City Councilor Joanne McKenna. Ward 2 City Councilor Ira Novoselsky. Ward 3 City Councilor Arthur Guanasso. Ward 4 City Councilor and Vice President of the City Council, Patrick Keefe. Ward 5 City Councilor John Powers. Ward 6 City Councilor Charlie Patch. We also have school committee members Fred Sinella and last but not least, Carol Tye. I also want to recognize Joan, Jennifer, and Liz this morning. They have been an absolute driving force. Thank you all for joining us this morning as we dedicate the plaque that will be up in front of City Hall entrance in honor of George Colella, who, by the way, if you didn't know, was the longest serving, or is the longest serving elected official in the history of the Commonwealth. For decades, the name George Colella was synonymous with public service in the city of Revere. George served Revere for over 50 years as mayor, as a city councilor, and as a member of the school committee. As mayor, and I can certainly appreciate this, he developed a reputation for his strength and his leadership. And everyone knew that there was nobody that would be more prepared than George. And nobody would be more willing to fight for the city of Revere. He was a man of strong convictions and someone that you didn't want to be on the opposite side of a debate with. And that was only because George would always get the better of you. And through it all, he retained the respect and the admiration of voters of the city of Revere, getting reelected for decades, which is a testament to his love for the city and the great work that he did. And you know, I'm only 36 years old, so I was pretty young when George was mayor, but I do have a memory that I wanted to share. My father got elected on the city council in 1988. And in his term, he was able to, obviously go to the mayor's office. And as a kid, there was a couple of occasions when I got the opportunity to join him to go to the mayor's office. And for me, it might as well have been the Oval Office. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And I remember one day when my dad, who had worked at the Boston Globe, he would collect. My dad and George had a love for the Boston Red Sox, and my dad would collect newspaper plates. So when they print the press, they print it with the metal plate. And my dad gave George, Mayor Colella, a framed newspaper plate that was regarding, I think it was either Ted Williams or Kyle Yastrzemski. And I could see the joy on Mayor Colella's face, and then the joy on my dad's face for being able to share this great present with him. And I just remember how much respect that my father had for Mayor Colella, and how much he enjoyed working with him. So obviously, I'm extremely humbled and blessed to be sitting in that same office nearly 30 years later, and with those memories in the back of my mind. I'm absolutely honored to be making this presentation today. George's memory looms large in the mayor's office, in the city council chambers, and all throughout the city. It's appropriate that we take time to honor his memory here, City Hall, the place that he may have loved the most. Thank you all, and now I'll ask everyone to come up to the to the main entrance of City Hall, and we can unveil the plaque.